Did you know that there are two residence cards for family members that many people still confuse? One is the residence card for family members of European Union citizens. The other is residence for family members of Spanish citizens. And although they sound similar, they are not exactly the same. I'm Marina, an immigration lawyer at Balcells Group, and in this video we are going to compare both residence cards point by point, so you can understand which route applies to your case and which mistakes you should avoid. The first difference depends on one question: who is your family member? For the residence card for family members of European Union citizens, your reference family member is a citizen of another European country, the European Economic Area or Switzerland, who lives in Spain. For example, a French or Italian person who lives in Spain. In contrast, for residence family member of a Spanish citizen, your reference family member is a Spanish citizen. This is the main difference introduced by the new immigration regulations. Under the family member of the European citizen route, people usually included are spouses, registered partners, children, descendants, and dependent ascendants in certain cases. Under the family member of a Spanish citizen route, spouses, registered partners, children, parents, ascendants, or other dependent family members may also apply, as long as they fall within the cases established by the regulations. But remember, having the family relationship is not enough. You must prove it correctly with documents. For the residence card for family members of the European Union citizens, it is not formally required to submit a criminal record certificate. In contrast, for residents as a family of a Spanish citizen, it is mandatory to submit a criminal record certificate from the country or countries where you have been living the last 5 years. If you have doubts about whether your case falls under the family member of the European citizen route or the family member of the Spanish citizen route, it is important to review it before submitting the application. At Balcells Group, we can analyze your case and help you apply through the correct route. In the description, you will find a link to book a consultation with our immigration team and use the code YouTube10 to get a 10% discount. Another important difference is financial means. For residents as a family member of a Spanish citizen, in general, it is not required to prove the financial means of the Spanish citizen in order to obtain the authorization. In contrast, for the residence card of family members of the European citizens, it is necessary to prove financial means, either passively with a specific amount in the bank account depending on how many people live in the household, or through an employment contract or registration as a self-employed. Now let's look at the main documents. In both routes, similar documents are required, but there are important differences. For the residence card for family members of the European citizens, you will usually need to submit applicant's passport, identity document of the European citizen, marriage certificate, registered partnership certificate or birth certificates, empadronamiento, and financial documentation or health insurance when required. For residents as a family member of a Spanish citizen, you will usually need to submit applicant's passport, DNA of the Spanish citizen, document proving the family relationship, empadronamiento or proof of cohabitation when required, criminal record certificate, and specific documents required under the family member of the Spanish citizen route. Now let's look at the case of British citizens. After Brexit, UK citizens are no longer considered part of the European Union. This means that a British citizen can normally no longer act as the reference family member for their partner or relative to obtain the European family member card, except in cases protected by the withdrawal agreement. But this does not mean that British citizens have no options. If a British person is married, has a registered partner, or meets one of the requirements as a family member of a Spanish citizen, they might apply for residence as a family member of a Spanish citizen. Because in that case, the reference person is not British, the reference person is Spanish. The difference between family member of the European citizen and family member of a Spanish citizen is not just a matter of name. It can affect the documents you must submit, the financial requirements, the criminal record, and the way the immigration office reviews your file. And in the case of British citizens, this difference is even more important, because Brexit limited the general European route, but it did not close the family member of the Spanish citizen route if your reference family member has a Spanish nationality. At Balcells Group, we can help you analyze your case and choose the correct route before submitting your application. You can contact us at info@balcellsgroup.com or book a consultation through the link in the description. And remember that you can use the code YouTube10 to get a 10% discount in your next consultation. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you do not miss anything about immigration, residence, and procedures in Spain. See you in the next video.